Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a very fun episode today because I'm going to talk about how my wife was able to get a retention offer on her Hilton Surpass card. So we're going to talk about what a retention offer is very briefly, and then I'm going to walk through step by step the chat that my wife had with an American Express representative to show exactly how she was able to get the retention offer. Okay, so we got a lot to cover. Before we get started, if you do find this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to be awesome, give me a big thumbs up on the video, and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts. If you're interested in the Hilton Surpass card, make sure you check our referral link down in the description below. You can also take advantage of the current elevated offer on the Surpass as well. So if you're a subscriber to the channel, you know that we've put out videos in the past showing how to get retention offers for different cards. In fact, if you look down in the description below, you'll find a video for our retention offer on the American Express Gold card. In that case, my wife and I actually reenacted a chat that we had with American Express representatives, which was a lot of fun. I did a live phone call on air where I called an American Express representative asking for a retention offer on the Hilton Aspire card, and then I also talked about a recent chat that we had regarding the American Express Platinum card. So a chat, a phone call, and then a reenactment of a chat. All those videos will be down below so you can see the strategies that we used to get retention offers on all three of those different cards. Now, if you're new to Points and Miles, you may be looking at me and saying, Brandon, I don't even know what a retention offer is. What in the world are you talking about? Well, I'll put it in pretty simple terms, all right? A retention offer is an offer from a bank or a card issuer that incentivizes you to keep the card for another year and pay the annual fee. So they will usually give some form of statement credit. They may give you some form of points in order to incentivize you to pay that annual fee to keep the card again and keep swiping it, all right? They want to make sure that you don't cancel the card because every year when you renew your card and your annual fee comes due, you have a decision to make. You can keep the card, you can cancel, downgrade, or product change. You have a lot of options, all right? So when that annual fee hits, you need to decide what you want to do. We ask for a retention offer on every card that we have that has an annual fee. It's just something that we do, whether it's a chat, whether it's a phone call, whatever it is. It's something that we always do. And it's important to keep in mind, you don't want to go into this negotiation for a retention offer and not know what you're talking about a little bit, okay? You don't have to be an expert on anything, but you at least need to have some reasons why you may want to cancel the card. That way, when you're talking to the representative, either over phone or chat, you can say, I'm thinking about canceling the card for this reason. An example would be, hey, the annual fee's too high. I would rather get my grocery spend on this card versus this card. I'm just not sure if I want to keep it. You need to create some form of doubt in the mind of the customer service representative in order to make sure that you get these retention offers. If you go into it and you tell the representative, hey, I'll probably end up keeping the card, but do you have a retention offer? They may not be as incentivized to give you an offer because you're going to renew it anyway. So create just enough doubt to get that retention offer and then move along and wait to do it again next year. The other thing to keep in mind with these retention offers is they change every single day. So if you call or you chat for a retention offer and they say, no, we don't have one available, or they offer you something that you don't want, maybe it's not enough to incentivize you to keep the card, just call the next day and the next day and the next day until you get the offer you want. And if you don't get the offer you want, you can make a decision at that point whether you want to keep the card or not. I'm going to pull up the chat that my wife had with the American Express representative, and keep in mind that the annual fee for the Surpass card is $95. So we want to make sure that our retention offer is at least worth $95 in order to justify keeping that card. That's what we're shooting for here. So let's get into the chat and we'll go through it line by line and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, I've got my computer pulled up here so you can see it first. They're just trying to get a representative on the line here in the chat in order to speak with Kayla, and you can see the person here. Hello, this is Eugene from Membership Consulting Team, and yes, you can call me Kayla, that's perfectly fine. And then they're just reviewing her information real quick. So they say, Kayla, please tell me in a few words how I can help you. And she says, question on retention offer for Surpass. You know, as a guy, I have a hard time figuring out exactly what women want. In the case of my wife, she's pretty blunt with stuff and she just comes straight out and says, question on retention offer for Surpass. So we know what she wants straight up front here. All right, thanks for your message. I'll get back to you in a moment. And then he says he's basically looking at the retention offer for the Surpass. And could you please elaborate a little more so that I can help you with that? And she gives some justification on why she's looking for a retention offer, okay? She says, the annual fee just hit my account and I'm considering canceling, which is exactly what you should do. Create some doubt with the customer representative. I usually like this card for restaurant spend, but I'm going to shift over to the gold card for the year, I think. See, again, I think. It's not saying she's definitely doing it, it's just creating a little bit of doubt. Eugene says, I really appreciate your patience. You mentioned about reconsidering the Hilton Surpass card membership and checking on retention offer. She says yes. And then Eugene confirms that Kayla is just looking to get more value out of the card. And then Kayla brings up some points here to help combat what the customer service representative is probably going to try to do, because their goal is to try to say, hey, this card already gives you this value, this value, this value. Why do you need a retention offer? You've already got great value out of this card. So Kayla has to make a compelling case as to why she wants this retention offer. So Kayla says, debating whether to keep it. I have the Aspire already, so that gives me a lot of Hilton benefits. I have the Gold, which I plan to start using more for restaurant spend. And this is where Eugene comes back and talks about the multipliers with the Surpass, which is what they're going to do every time you talk about a retention offer. They're going to say, well, you already get these benefits. Why do you need a retention offer? And Kayla, already armed with the knowledge she needs for this, says the Aspire gives me more Hilton points for Hilton purchases, and the Gold is 4x membership rewards, which can be transferred to Hilton. So you can see on this next page here, Eugene's basically just trying to see, okay, what kind of value does this card bring to her? Am I going to give her a retention offer? You can tell by the wording here that they're kind of thinking about it. Kayla says, okay. And then he comes back and says, if you don't mind me asking, may I please know what kind of purchases you make? And she says restaurants and groceries mostly. So the representative says, thanks for sharing. The reason I asked about it is because the card has good point structure, which can help generate value. Again, they're trying to say the card already has value for you. Why do you need a retention offer, right? This is the best screen right here, all right? The representative comes back on and says, because you are such a valued card member, you can earn 60,000 Hilton Honors bonus points after you spend 3,000 or more on purchases on your Hilton Surpass card account within 3 months of accepting this offer. And it says here that the points should arrive 8 to 12 weeks after we meet that spend. Now, it's important to note that all points aren't created equal, right? So 60,000 Hilton Honors points, those are worth about half a cent per point, which is a value of about $300. So keep in mind the annual fee for the card is $95. If they're going to give us 60,000 Hilton points, that's $300 worth of value. That's pretty good. We've more than made up for the annual fee. So that's something that Kayla is going to jump on very quickly. And then Kayla says, I could do that with grocery and restaurant spend. And they go back and forth, shall I apply it? Yes. And then there's a bunch of disclosures that they have to end up reading that are really boring, all right? I'm not going to bore you with all the disclosures here, but they're up on the screen if you want to take a look at those. It's just a long list of words that they have to read every time they want to do one of these retention offers, okay? And then, do you want me to apply it? Yes. And then, congratulations, your offer has been activated. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? That is all. Thank you for your assistance. That conversation took just a matter of minutes, and we were able to offset the annual fee and gain additional value beyond the annual fee as well. So was it worth 5-10 minutes of our time? Yeah, pretty good deal. All right, so hopefully now you can see just how easy it is to get a retention offer. Again, you can do this via chat, via phone. If you need reference, go down in the description below and look at those previous videos to see other ways that we've been able to do it as well. Let me know what you think about this offer down in the comments below. Have you gotten a retention offer on the Surpass lately? What other retention offers have you gotten? Keep in mind that we have a lot of new people in the Points and Miles community that are watching this channel and trying to gather information. So if you can share what your best retention offers are down in the comments, I mean, it helps me out too, because these change all the time. So the more we know, the better we can be prepared when we make those retention offer calls. I hope you found this video helpful or entertaining. If you did, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. And when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you're gonna get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.